Here is my guide to the Icefields Parkway in Canada. This is one of the most beautiful roads in the world, but it is very remote. My number one tip is to download the Guide Along app and pay for the Icefield Parkway package. There is no signal along the Icefield Parkway, so Google Maps and things won't work, hence why this Guide Along app is so good as it tells you where all the stops are. So the first stop I would plan on doing is Peyto Lake. Peyto Lake is a gorgeous turquoise lake with some hikes in the area and a cafe. Really early onto our journey we did actually see a bear, but please stay in your car if you do. It is illegal to get out of your car and it's just honestly stupid. It is a $25,000 fine from Parks Canada too. So please respect the wildlife when driving this road, as you will see a lot. Next up is Peyto Lake, which is about a 15-minute walk from the car park, and there is a couple short hikes you can do here to better viewpoints. It is another really pretty glacier-fed turquoise lake. I definitely recommend this one. This is one of my favourite stops. Now along the drive there are loads and loads of viewpoints, which is again why I recommend the Guide Along app. My favourite was the Big Ben viewpoint. And then next up we did the toe of the Athabasca hike to the Glacier. I really recommend this over the bus tour, as the bus tour is an ethical driving those big massive buses on an already melting glacier, and this you actually got such a good view of the glacier and was free. At the Columbia Icefield Centre then we did do the skywalk. However, I did think this was a bit of a rip-off and a bit of a tourist trap, but if you do have accessibility needs or kids and you couldn't do the toe of the Athabasca Glacier hike, this is a good alternative for you. It also took a long time because you can't drive up here, you have to get a shuttle from the Columbia Icefield Centre. Now you're at the halfway point. This is where most people turn around if you're heading back to Banff, but if you're heading to Jasper, you keep going. The next stops we then did was the Athabasca Falls and Sunwapta Falls, which were both gorgeous. And then we finally arrived in Jasper. I do highly recommend Jasper if you're in your planning phases. I think it's such a great place even after the wildfires. It's just full of wildlife and beauty and lakes. Now, remembering you do have to drive back the Icefield Parkway, so we saved some stops for the way back, like Mistaya Canyon, a couple waterfalls, and then we redid anything that we really liked, like Peyto Lake again. I hope this has helped you plan your Icefield Parkway itinerary a bit better, and if you have any comments, leave them below.